Did you know when God gets funny? The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob pulled up some pranks you need to know. Just ask the Egyptians or Sodom and Gomorrah. But don't worry, we got him on camera. Here are 10 Bible tales that will make your jaw drop. Number 10, the talking donkey. In Numbers chapter 20 to verse 28, God opens Balaam's mouth to curse Israel. And in the middle of his cursing, God gives the donkey the gift of speech. The donkey proceeds to verbally abuse Balaam for the next 3 minutes. And God is like, Balaam, I didn't mean for this to happen. Sorry, buddy, your turn. So Balaam goes and sins some more and gets his mouth shut. Talk about awkward. Ho, 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 ho. Number 9, a star-crossed love. In the book of Judges, chapters 12 and 13, there's this forbidden love story between a human woman and an angel of God. And their love is so passionate that they get married and have kids. And then God's like, oh, I think I made a mistake. So he sends an earthquake to kill off all the children of this union, except one, because apparently God has a soft spot for that kid. Like he knew it was gonna happen again. Number 8, when angels get drunk. In the book of Daniel, chapters 10 and 11, Gabriel is sent to Daniel to give him some really bad news. But on the way, he stops for a little R and drinks too much wine and completely forgets his assignment. Like, dude, this is why we can't have nice things. Number 7, Cain beating Abel. In the book of Genesis, chapter 4, after killing his brother Abel, Cain is all no big. Who's next? And God's like, that's it. You're officially my least favorite son. And he brands Cain with a tattoo that says, I'm a murderer, which would be kind of funny if it wasn't also incredibly creepy. Number 6, naked and afraid. In the book of Genesis, chapter 2. After Adam and Eve eat from the tree of knowledge, they suddenly become aware that they're naked. And being that they have no clothes and live in a world full of animals, they do what any reasonable people would do. They make fig leaves into loincloths. And God is like, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Let me just whip up something a little more snazzy for you guys. And that's when God invented clothes. Talk about a fashion emergency. Number 5, Tower of Babel. In the book of Genesis, chapter 11, the humans are all gathered together and decide to build a tower so tall that it reaches the heavens. And God's like, wait, hold up, guys. I think I forgot to put humanity in the VIP section of the universe. Let me just fix that real quick. And then he introduces the concept of different languages so that nobody could understand each other. And thus the greatest sitcom of all time, Lost in Translation, was born. Number 4, Noah's drunk. After the flood, Noah sends out a dove to see if dry land has appeared yet. And when it comes back with an olive leaf, he knows that it's time to start the party. So he gets drunk off his gourd and passes out naked on the deck. And then his son Ham walks in and is like, wow, this is pretty messed up. Let me just tell my brothers so they can come see this. And Shem and Japheth were like, dude, That's our dad. We should probably respect him. You know, maybe put some clothes on him." And Ham's like, "Nah, let's just take a picture and put it on Instagram." And that's pretty messed up if you ask me. Number 3, when God gets jealous. In the Old Testament, God gets super jealous when Moses comes down the mountain with the 10 Commandments and sees the golden calf that the Israelites have made. And he's so angry that he smashes the tablets and is like, "You guys are officially on thin ice." And by thin ice, I mean the Red Sea. Number 2, David and Goliath. In 1 Samuel, chapter 17, after humiliating the Israelites for 40 days, the giant Goliath comes along and says, "Hey, you guys got any beef with me? Because I'm really hungry for a good fight." And little David's like, "Oh, yeah, I am definitely gonna whoop your butt even though you look like 10 feet tall. And I am 5 feet tall, and you have a sword, and I have a rock." And God's like, "David, I gotta say that's pretty ballsy of you. Let me just send a few sparrows your way to even the odds." So God sends a bunch of birds to peck at Goliath's eyes until he loses his focus, and David takes out his sword and ends the fight. Talk about divine intervention. Number 1, the resurrection. In the book of Matthew, chapter 28, after Jesus is crucified, Mary Magdalene and the other disciples come to his tomb and find it empty. And an angel is like, "Hey, ladies and gents, don't be alarmed. Jesus has risen just as he predicted. Go tell my brother I'm alive. And by the way, he's not staying dead. This is only temporary." Then the women go running to tell everyone they meet that Jesus is alive. And God's like, "Did I just create the first ever disciples? Now let's go party." This has been 10 Bible tales that will make you laugh out loud. And if you liked this video, check out part 2.